I just spent $15,000. Welcome back to the vlog, guys. It is now week 2 of the new business, the Fluid project. And if you're not following on our socials, make sure you go and follow us on our socials at the Fluid project. So a bit of an update this week. Lots has been done, which is really exciting. And currently I'm actually on my way to the warehouse. We can't move in just yet. We can move in on the 11th, but I want to do some pre-planning. So I just contacted my agent and asked for him to leave the keys and so I can go in. I brought my tape measure with me today. We're going to be measuring out the space and planning for tables and shelves and decor. And so we're going to be doing a lot of planning today, and I'm going to try to be smart with this one. I'm going to get some chalk at the moment, and I'm going to get some chalk and draw out the layout of the business inside the warehouse before we start moving in, just to make things a little bit more efficient. Our move-in day is 3 days from our PR launch day, and so I want to make sure everything is perfect before then. And so to update you guys what's been happening so far, the updates, this is now recording. At the time of the recording, this is day 9 of the business, and I have updated the website. It's pretty much close to completion. We just need to take some new photos. I have set up all of our classes. That is now completed. So from the launch day onwards, people can start booking in their sessions. What else have we done? Our logo is completed. We've now created some maps to teach people and show people where we are to make sure there's no confusion. A lot of businesses struggle with customers because it's not clear on how to actually reach the business. So we want to try and avoid that. Last night, I also was negotiating with a supplier for a couple hours, and I was able to save us almost $3,000, about 30 to 40% off the original quoted price from another supplier. So because of that experience, I'm actually going to take this opportunity to share with you guys some negotiation strategies when using platforms such as Alibaba to search for manufacturers. Now, Alibaba, remember guys, is just a platform. It aggregates a lot of different manufacturers, trading companies, and very business savvy people, kind of like you and me. And a lot of people can list their services or list products there. And it's funny, right? A lot of people use AliExpress or Alibaba for dropshipping. But what people don't realize is people on Alibaba are also dropshipping to you. And so potentially when there are a lot of e-com dropshippers, they start dropshipping, they're actually dropshipping a drop-shipped product, which is crazy. So it's a double dropshipping pathway, which is why sometimes the orders take so long. Anyway, so back to negotiation strategies for platforms like Alibaba. I'm Chinese, obviously. I have a little bit of an advantage there. Yes, I'm born in Australia, but my Mandarin is quite fluent. 所以我说普通话的时候呢，他们觉得我就是中国人。要是我是中国人呢，我谈生意的时候，那 you know, I have a bit of an advantage. Anyway, for most of you guys, you probably had no idea what I just said just then, which is completely fine. I just pretty much said in Chinese that because I'm Chinese, I don't have like a really weird Aussie ABC accent, which a lot of Chinese people recognize. I'm able to get away with negotiating business in Mandarin if I need to. Now, I can't read or write Chinese, so I'm like typical ABC there, but I do use Google Translate. And a hack, guys, if you switch your keyboard on iPhone to Chinese and you use voice to text, the accuracy is about 98%, 99%. So I usually like to switch to voice to text because I can't type. Because when you type Pinyin, which is like the English version of Chinese, there are so many different words for the one word that you're trying to do, and it could be wrong. Like yesterday, oh my god, I need to show you guys the screenshots of this. Actually, I'll put it on an overlay. I said to the girl that I was negotiating with, okay, I was like, 你有不有大熊? Okay, but when I typed that out, so what I said there in Chinese is, do you have big bears, right? And then when I typed that out, it came up as 你有不有大熊? And what that means, direct translation to English, is do you have big boobs. And I was so close to hitting send, and I almost died because I was like, no, I'm going to double check this. And thank God I chucked it into Google Translate, because I was literally about to send my supplier a message saying, do you have big boobs, ? And that would have been disastrous, guys. So always make sure you double check your work. Anyway, I've been getting off track. What I'm trying to say is, when you're negotiating with suppliers, make sure that if you can speak their native language, speak their native language. You know, people have an intrinsic belonging aspect where they want to find similarities with you. And so if you can speak their local tongue, fantastic, negotiate like that. That would be amazing for you. And so anyway, type Chinese if you can. And then definitely, like, from there, ask for their WeChat. Okay, if you ask for their WeChat, it's a great thing. So make sure you have WeChat downloaded. Ask for their WeChat, because they like taking things off the Alibaba platform. Alibaba takes a lot of fees, which they also don't like. And because they charge their fees in US dollars, because most of us pay in US dollars, which, you know, converts to like a 6x. There's like a 6x on it in China, because, you know, US dollar to RMB is like 6.5 or 6 or whatever it is. And so they don't like that, right? Because if Alibaba takes a $100 US fee, then in China they lose 600 RMB, which for them they don't really like. So they try to avoid the fee as much as possible. And then, so number one, speak in their native tongue if you can, or type in their native tongue if you can. Use Google Translate to help you. And use a Chinese display photo if you have a Chinese mate. That will help. Number two, get them onto WeChat. Okay. Number three, what can you do? Number three, I've just lost my train of thought, is ask them, do you have different pricing for AUD, USD, and Chinese RMB? Because sometimes they have different accounts in different countries, which allows them to save on fees, which makes them very, very happy. And so I'm actually very lucky. My auntie just came over from China, and I asked her yesterday, does she have $30,000 essentially, right? I asked her if she has $30,000 ready. And so I asked her to borrow her Chinese currency, and I'll pay her and I'll transfer her Australian dollars here. So I'm just leveraging whatever resources I have available to me. But there are a lot of apps which allow you to pay in Chinese RMB to your supplier. And so ask them for an RMB price, and that can really, really help out sometimes. And they might give you a discount. And always be cheeky. Step number 4, always be cheeky. If they give you a number, which is their first offer, I always try to knock off a little bit. So yesterday she was like, it's going to cost you a total of $18,800 or something like that. And I was like, can we do 18 flat? Come on, I like pretty round numbers, you know. I really want to do business with you. I'm doing this long term, and I promise you're going to be my only supplier, which is true. I don't like changing suppliers. And so I was like to her, yeah, you know, I'll be your only supplier. I mean, you'll be my only supplier. And just make the number pretty for me, okay? As a sign of good faith and as a sign of initiating a good business relationship together. So she was like, okay, fine. You know, you drive a hard bargain, handsome boy, as they always say. And, you know, she's like, there's not much profit for me anyway as it is with the price that I'm giving you. But you know what? I can't do 18,000. But what about 18.5? And to be honest, guys, I really don't care that much. Like, it's gonna save me an extra $50, right? Like, whatever, it's not that much of a difference. Like an extra $50 to $100, it's not that much of a difference when you're ordering thousands of products. And so I was like, okay, all right, let's give that a go. And so that was pretty much that journey there. I was able to save a couple $100 yesterday, but negotiating with this supplier compared to supplier A, I'm going to call it supplier A and supplier B. Supplier A, my initial payment there was going to be about $28,000 RMB. With supplier B, I got it down to 22, with an extra 200 units as well. And so not only did I save, actually, no, I'm wrong, guys. Supplier A was around 35,000 RMB, and supplier B is 22,000 RMB with 200 extra units. And so I saved yesterday almost about 3 and a bit thousand Australian dollars, which is almost 10,000 RMB, which is incredible. And so guys, it makes a big difference to know who you're speaking to, how to negotiate with them, and to determine if they're a trading company or if they are a factory. Because if they're a factory, they're able to do a cheaper price. However, you do need to wait for the factory to produce. They have a production time. And so if you can wait for that production time, you can save. Usually a trading company, they may hold a lot of stock, which they can distribute pretty much instantaneously, but their prices will be increased by a 20 to 30% premium because they need to make a cut as well as a distributor. And that's just how supply chain works, guys, unfortunately, in the retail world or in the customer centric world. And so you just have to be aware of that. And if you are aware of that, you'll save a lot of money, and that money can end up back in your pocket, which is great, fantastic. So guys, as you guys can probably tell from my eyes, it's been a tiring couple of days. I haven't even shaved. Being Asian, I don't really grow much facial hair, thank God. But yeah, it's been tiring. Just had dinner with a friend to catch up, and still working on the business now. It's just about to hit 12 a.m. to head into day 10. So exciting for you guys. And within a day, I've just gotten the lease contracts, and we just went through it. It looks all good, except there's a couple of amendments to be made, and I didn't realize how expensive lawyer fees and conveyancing fees are going to be. So that's about another $4,000 that's going to come out of my pocket, which was unexpected. But such is life, such is life. And that also explains the title of this vlog, I guess. Now, what else has happened today? We decided to buy our tables today. Another $1,100, $1,200 for the 4 tables. We've got 4 big tables. I found a really good deal on Facebook Marketplace for chairs, so I'm actually super excited about that. Didn't need to spend $80 a piece on chairs. I'm getting them for $20 a piece. I'm getting 40 chairs, so that's another $800. So today is a $4,000 plus $1,200 plus $800, $6,000 day, guys. I just spent $6,000 today, and so that's that. If this contract doesn't get amended, we have big problems. So I guess, but let's see. So this just rocked up today. Some of our supplies. Ooh, coming home to more stuff. And a lot of back and forth phone calls with real estate agent, and lots of invoices to pay. Super sad about that. And yeah. Oh my God, guys, today is so busy. Where are we at? We are at day 11. Today's the Thursday, day 11 of the business, or day 11 of the new startup. And this is my breakfast for today. And yeah, today's a long day. I'll take you guys with me on this journey, so let's stay tuned. So the banking had to be done first thing in the morning. Set up my new business account and cash out a check for my cash bond. And yeah, sad days, guys, sad days. So yep, I just pulled out 11,440 for the lease. I'm crying. Oh my God, guys, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, let's go. Busy day today. It's time to pick up the chairs. So I ordered 40 chairs from a shop in Lilyfield. Never really been to Lilyfield, so I'm going to drive up there now to pay for it and get our chairs for the workshop space. It's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to actually get in there and lay everything out. But I have no idea how I'm going to store everything at home. My warehouse, number 1, is already full. And my garage is also full. So I think I need to play some Tetris. I'm also in the Prado today. So I'm in the Land Cruiser, and I don't know if I can fit 40 chairs in here. I pray that I don't need to do 2 trips, but let's see how good I am at Tetris. And the good thing is these chairs are stackable, or they're stools. We've gone with the whole artsy warehouse industrial looking style with little stools. So hopefully they look better than I imagined. Yo, so I just pulled up to the chair place, and are those things figs, guys? Are those free figs? I get a free feed whilst I'm here. Check it out. Look, there's so many of them. Is this free lunch? Oh my God. Since Fiona couldn't come into the shop with me, I decided to give her a FaceTime call as I tested out the stool on the side of the road.
And that's me testing out the store on the side of the road. And she really likes them. She really liked the stall choices that we made. And it was a great deal. So very happy with this one.
Might have a problem. We might have an issue.
Honestly, when I saw these boxes, I was like, okay, this is definitely not going to fit. So we unpacked all of them to throw into the back of the car. And here's me packing the car itself. And it took a good solid 15 minutes to get them all in.
Appreciate it.
See you later.
We got all the chairs in the car. Took a bit of Tetris, ripped them all out of their boxes and stacked them all in the back. And whew, time to go get a TV, guys. So I'm building a stack of stuff amongst the rest of my stack of stuff. So yeah, all the stuff is starting to arrive and we're getting ready to move everything in 1 week. 1 week, guys, 1 week, one more week. All right, guys, let me tell you, a bootstrap startup entrepreneur's best friend is Facebook Marketplace. So I just picked up a 40-inch TV to put into the new warehouse for instructionals. It's nothing special, just to play some videos on loop for $100. So $100 dues, Facebook Marketplace, that's where you get cheap shit from. So Facebook Marketplace hacks again, guys. If you're looking for stuff for your business and you don't want to buy brand new, because you honestly don't need to buy brand new, things like TVs, you don't need to buy it brand new. Same thing with computer monitors. I'm looking for a speaker now, something big for the warehouse. So I just DM'd 2 people. Let me just show you quickly what I'm looking for. So I was looking for a Hyperboom. So search for whatever speaker you want. Do your research first. I found these 2, which are available. So retail price on these is about $480 from Catch of the Day. So I just DM'd these 2 guys here. And I was like, would you do 300? You want to make sure you negotiate the price a little bit lower than what they have listed, because if you never ask, you never know. So this guy listed for 450, I asked for 300. This guy listed for 400, I asked for 300. This guy's a bit of a drive away. So again, I just asked. And so there you go. This guy is willing to come down to 350. And I'm out tomorrow anyway. So I'm going to go over after a meeting in the morning and done. So this guy won't negotiate much. He would go down 52, but it's 400. This is 350. So I'm definitely going to go for this guy because it's $50 cheaper. Yes. Go negotiate, guys. Go. So first thing in the morning, always get the push-ups in. We're going to do 50 push-ups every morning before the day starts. So you got to make sure you stay healthy, fit, exercise, show off. All right, have a good day, guys. Guys, make sure you get your insurance sorted. You've got to have your certificate of currency and you've got to give that to your landlord and whatever else when you're registering. So insurance is very important, but you can get a quote online for whatever business you have. And when you get a warehouse, you need 20 mil of public liability. So that's what. Look at this. Look at this. I was just on a phone call with insurance and he just dropped by to bring me some breakfast. That's a good friend, guys. That's a good friend. Cute. David and Jen brought me a pork roll and watermelon coconut water. Love you guys. All right, so I'm speaking to my mate Brian from After Hours Designs, and we're pushing to try and get our custom neon sign done. So he just sent me a mock-up of what it looks like, and we're discussing here how to make it look even cooler than it already is. Guys, check that out. It's going to be full RGB neons. Brian is one of the only Australians that are local that do custom neon signs. So make sure you go check him out, After Hours Design, guys. This is going to be sick. We are looking at making something really cool here. So, yep, just helped him out as well with his own marketing too. You always help the boys out and you always help out your mates. So guys, this is going to be sick. I'm super excited for this one. Super excited. Can't wait to show you. You know, I've been thinking a lot about this whole startup process. We're currently at day 12, I believe, of the startup. It's a Friday today. And most people will be clocking off work this afternoon or later on tonight and they're going to go out clubbing, having fun. But it takes a different type of person to go, you know what, fuck it, I want to live a different life. I want to be able to spend my days and my time off to be able to build something. And starting up a side hustle or a startup, guys, is fucking difficult. And I'm sure you all know that. The hardest part of anything is the start. Whether it's the start of a relationship, whether it's the start of life even, whether it's the start of a business, of any venture, it is the start that is the hardest. Think about a rocket. The majority of its fuel is used up at launch. The majority of all of the fuel that is in the rocket is used up at launch. It takes so much effort for it to be able to get 1 centimeter off the floor, and it gets progressively easier as it enters into the atmosphere and gravity does the work. So guys, I want you to think the same as well. Starting this startup, you guys have seen in the last couple of days the amount of work that I've been putting in. Today's day 12. I've been sleeping 5 hours a day on average for the last 12 days, if not even more than that. And so I've been sleeping 5 hours a day for the last 12 days. Now, in no ways is this good for you. In no ways is this healthy. And I do not endorse this type of hustle. However, we ain't living with that mediocre mindset of, oh, I'm done for the day. No. Fuck that. No. The mindset we live with is I am exceptional, I am extraordinary, and I will do whatever it takes to get it done. And that is why for whatever startup you're trying to build, guys, whatever business you want to do, whatever side hustle, passion project, whatever it is, the hardest is always the beginning. And I need you to go fucking hard. I need you to push. I need you to really take the beginning seriously, because that first 3 months of a startup is going to be so incredibly challenging, tiring. There are so many obstacles that you could not foresee coming. To put very direct, I have already blown my budget. I have already spent more than I imagined, because there are all these different costs that come up as you're building the business. So guys, just remember, it will always take more than you think it will take, and you have to make sure that you put a lot of effort into the beginning of everything, because it will get easier and easier as time goes on. Whether it's for a relationship, whether it's for business, whether it's for anything you take on in life, the hardest is always in the beginning, guys. And just know that if you can push through and you don't give up and you keep pushing, you keep fighting, life gets easier. Business gets easier. Success gets easier. Okay, that's my car for now. I will keep you guys updated. After getting home from picking up the speaker today, I had to do some work for Cheeky Glow. And now it's a little bit later in the night, speaking to Fiona about the rest of our pitch deck. We want to get it finalized because we take it really seriously, and we want our friends and all the people who are wanting to invest to turn some profit out of it. We want them to be able to get a good return. So we want to do our best to be able to give back to all the people that are supporting us. And so we decided to spend a lot of time today, about 2 hours, working on that pitch deck to make sure it's nice and clean, and it's nice and easy to understand for all of our investors. It is now day 14 of building the startup, guys. The second week is now pretty much over. I've decided to go out to dinner with friends today. One of the other businesses that are moving into the warehouse with me, doing a little bit of coaching and mentoring for him tonight to make sure we set up properly, have everything nice and smooth and operate well. I've already planned everything out. I've drawn out the layout for our launch event for PR, and I've also drawn out the layout for what our standard event looks like. I've contacted my friend Pete at Sydney Power Group as well to talk about setting up extra power outlets too for the place. I just need to get that owner approved as well so that we can actually put that in, because we always need more power in the warehouse. So I'm gonna get him to sort that all out for me, guys. If you need any electrical stuff, make sure you contact Pete. He's absolutely amazing. Sydney Power Group, guys. And as you guys can tell, I'm always plugging my friends because I love supporting my friends in every business that I take on. So make sure you guys follow along, and I only use the best because I believe in them, I trust them, and I know that they're gonna be really good. So guys, go check out everyone that I plug, or everyone that I use actually, in all of my businesses. So we've just finished setting up the website. I've made it live now. It's good to go. Payments can all process properly. And We are about to begin probably the hardest week of my life. I am kind of excited, but super nervous and scared. I'm down staff on my other businesses. There is so much going on and there is so much setup and preparation to do. If everything goes right, I should be handed the keys on Thursday, which means I need to clean the place. I need to dry the place, set up all the racks, set up the storage, get everything organized. I'm praying that inventory arrives. It is on the plane. I know it's on the plane. It needs to clear customs. Hopefully it arrives early next week as well. I've gotten all my tables, chairs, everything organized, and I've asked for help from some friends as well. So Helen and Jade, if you're watching this vlog, thank you so much for putting your hand up to help. I really, really appreciate it. And, you know, I hope you guys get great value of spending time with me as well. Guys, it's awesome. I think having people in your life that are willing to help you and be a part of your journey is absolutely fantastic. So I can't express my gratitude enough. Thank you girls for helping out. And I'm sure both me and Fiona are going to be super grateful for your help, and every bit of help does count. And that's a recap done for week 2, guys. I hope you have gotten a lot of value out of it. I will see you next week for week 3. That is going to be probably the most intense vlog that you guys will watch for this series. All right, guys, stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And guys, you are watching me build a startup in real time. That's not a tech company. Hope you guys are enjoying. And I can't believe we're launching in 1 week. I'm super excited, guys. Hope this guy brings us some good luck, huh?